Hi everyone, Grace here. So today I want to talk about the future DLC characters for Battleborn. Tomorrow Ernest will be released in about 12 hours from the time of recording this video, and I really hope or really want to talk about what the new DLC characters could be, especially because there's a whole bunch of hints being flown around right now. So recently, a couple days ago, Nemesis 327 made a compilation of Lenor and her story and all the background connected from information and bits of lore from other characters and what Gearbox has posted in other release, I guess, releases, like posters and news documents sort of thing. But what I want to talk about is if this new character right here on the far right is actually Lenor, and then who this other one on the far left might be. So the first thing that everyone agrees with, and I can completely agree, is that the far right is a Jennerit faction, and the far left is an LLC faction. And then for the far right, if it's Jennerit, that could very likely be Empress Lenor. Now, a month ago when the 3 new maps were released on the Outskirts Meltdown map, we got a bunch of posters, and on the posters was this particular one on the far left that looks very feminine, and if you take a closer look, it does have lips, which you can see. They're more profound. And then you can also see these sort of like arm blades or arm guards underneath her. And yeah, so when you look at the character on the far right, it doesn't seem to match what she has on this image. But if it is Lenor, because we do know that Lenor was banished into Valarsi space and supposedly killed, although we do have evidence that Rendane does not believe that she is dead, because we know that she is sustained and immortal. So technically he could possibly not kill her, and she could find another way to protect herself from dying with some sort of solar energy converter or something in Valarsi space. And 2, what we have is that in Deanne's lore, as compiled by Nemesis 327 here, that you can see is that Deanne does have contact with Empress Lenor. And that's what I want to talk about, because I was thinking of 2 things for Empress Lenor. So, about a couple days ago, or I think 2 days ago, J3 on the same topic here posted 2 internal names, or the first 2 letters of internal names. One was B, and then the other was KU. And people were instantly going, B is for the LLC character, and KU was for the Jennerit character. And I could definitely see, we'll go quickly to the LLC character, that the B could work with it, because people were saying that it could be Bulwark or Bastion because of it being a tank-like character, and I can definitely see that. Although some people were saying it was the Magna Carta, so, and I was thinking maybe another internal name for this bulky character, if it was the Magna Carta, could be Brainwasher, because we do know that the Magna Carta did prevent LLC AI from going rogue, so maybe he is able to control the minds temporarily of people. That would be interesting to see in Battleborn. Maybe his ultimate allows one person to attack their teammates for like a few seconds, and then he temporarily loses control of them. That would be very interesting to see. But let's go back to Empress Lenor and her little bits. So what we can see is that she has some wings and this arm-like thing that looks like a scorpion because of the little point at the bottom right behind Pendle's. And it looks a bit like Rendane's arm. So I have 2 theories as to what, if it is Empress Lenor, what her kit could be. Because, so first off, the angel-like wings, and her name being Lore means light, could possibly mean that she's able to revive an ally that has died. That'd be very nice to have, so she can be a support character. I believe we only have 5 support characters, so having 6 would sort of round out the roles a bit. And the other thing I was thinking of was maybe she could be a support assassin character, because since it is like Rendane's arm, it could be somehow able to create Valarsi portals, because only way you've seen Valarsi portals created or through Velarsi themselves, and Rendane, because Rendane is able to create Velarsi portals, and maybe his arm holds a secret as to how he can create Velarsi portals. And maybe, just maybe, Empress Lenor figured out a way to do that, to harness something in Velarsi space to allow her to create a portal to allow either herself to go out for a few moments, or to allow someone else in, because we know that Deandy did have contact with Empress Lenor after Rendane's betrayal. So what could happen hypothetically is that Empress Lenor created some sort of technology that allowed her to jump through Velarsi space into the Solus Galaxy, and then she's able to reunite with Deandy, and then maybe she goes back to Velarsi space to maintain order or something, or she does stick in Solus to hide within the shadows and help Deandy from afar, as well as the Battleborn. So I think that if she does have that sort of portal, what she could do is like have an ultimate that creates a portal that allows either one person to go through like a wall, or to teleport a short distance away, like maybe like 50 meters or something, in Battleborn terms. So that could happen. I think that would be very nice to have. It's sort of like an instant teleport. I knew some characters have been doing that recently. And what it instantly reminds me of was the Raven character from Infinite Crisis before the game was canned. Was that what her ultimate would do was it would create a portal underneath everyone in an area for her allies and go a far distance. I believe it could cover half the map, so you could sneak attack from afar. I don't think Empress Lenor's ability would have that, or this Jennerit Battleborn, but that would be pretty amazing. But yeah, I do think she's going to be some sort of port-esque character, and I do hope it is Empress Lenor. However, because Ernest is recently released, or is getting quickly released, like it's in 12 hours, but what they posted on the Reddit was that in the next DLC missions, there will be hints and layers of what happened to Empress Lenor. So what I am thinking is either we're going to get a teaser of the next DLC mission, because it is going to be the Atticus Rebellion or Thrall Rebellion. We could get that, and then a teaser for that, and then inside that DLC mission will be some sort of information pertaining to Empress Lenor, and then all the next 2, 3, or maybe even just one with the Atticus DLC missions will introduce us to Empress Lenor. It's like, here she is alive, she is the next Battleborn. That's what I'm thinking, or we're just going to get instantly a teaser of her, which I would prefer. Who knows, we might not get a name, but it would be nice to see. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. I'm sorry if my theory crafting was horrible. Have a nice night.